Hey everyone, welcome back to Care Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar. We continue to explore the bestiary of the Witcher and dig into their mythological roots. In our previous video, we looked into the monstrous Bruxa, but today we take things up a notch and delve into a far more dangerous creature and also my favorite, the Leshen. Also known as the Leshy, there are only a few mentions of it in the books, but the video games expanded on the lore. Nevertheless, according to the Witcher lore, Leshens are ancient and powerful forest spirits and are sometimes considered as a deity. Almost the entirety of its form is made of woods and roots. It attacks by means of extending its roots and branches and can also even teleport small distances. Sometimes it also commands crows and a pack of wolves to attack, and like any other spirit, it can also latch or link itself to a person. They are fiercely territorial creatures with totems warding their presence. Now, as devious as that sounds, the mythology that influenced this monster is pretty interesting. So let's look at that. Hailing from Slavic mythology, the Leshy is a guardian deity of forests. The Leshy is typically depicted as a masculine, humanoid figure who can take any form with control over its size and height. Some say it can be a tiny grass to a huge tree. The Leshy is mostly known to live alone, but some tales say that he lives with his wife, Leshachika, who is a fallen or cursed human who left her village to live with him, and their children are called the Leshonki. People also call him Old Man of the Forest, and they send their children to be taught by him in the ancient ways. When he appears as a man, his eyebrows, eyelashes, and his right ear are missing. I would say that is a good first impression of your teacher. Amongst the plethora of folk tales, the Leshy goes by various descriptions. Some say that when he is an old man, he is covered from head to foot with long green hair or fur. His bark-like rough skin is blue, as his blood is blue, and he can be often heard whistling, laughing, or singing among the trees. Some stories describe him with horns and cloven hooves, wears his shoes on the wrong feet, and doesn't cast a shadow. A few accounts also say that within the forest he is as tall as a mountain, but when he comes outside, he shrinks to the size of a grass. As a protector of forests, Leshy guards their flora and fauna against any kind of invasion. Folk say that people who are kind to them receive special gifts, like the secrets of magic. Thus, farmers and shepherds would make pacts with the Leshy to protect their crops and sheep. The Leshy offers cattle to poor peasants and guidance to princes on quests and finding their princesses. At this point, you might ask, is the Leshy good or evil? The answer varies across folktales. Some say that he would abduct children and replace them with his own, but others say that he takes only those children who had been cursed by their relatives. While mostly he is depicted as a trickster god who would lead travelers astray and make them sick. He would make horrible cries and can imitate voices of people familiar to travelers and lure them back to their caves where the Leshies will tickle them to death. In general, he has a neutral disposition to humans as long as they don't harm the forest. But if someone did cross a Leshy, one must make him laugh or take off all your clothes, put them on backward and wear your shoes wrong. That could also work. So that was a brief take on the Leshy from the Slavic folklore. There are many folk tales about them, some that I have definitely missed, but if you know, do comment. Hence it seems that the Witcher series took a few things from the folklore and turned the Leshy into a formidable monster. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.